time to find out our remaining balance at the end of the month. So we're going to go and open our finance sheets. Again, the Google Sheets posted in Google Classroom. When it's open, we're going to click on the 1 month balance tab, and we're going to fill out the boxes based off our income and expense slide, which I still have saved from earlier. And just notice that your first month is going to be more. You're going to be spending more because you have your car and your furniture down payments that are a one-time payment. And then you'll do the same thing you did for what I'm going to show you for the first month on the second month balance sheet and record our costs down here. So I still have the snip of my income and expenses slide saved on one side, and then I have my finance sheet open on the right, and I clicked on my first month balance sheet to see this right here. I'm going to get ready to fill in the boxes, only the boxes that have a green border. And over here you'll see a description of what these columns are for if you want to look at them a little bit more in thorough. So the date, I'm going to just start off today as the day I'm putting this in. So on 4/23, I don't need to put the year right now, we got our starting balance. And remember, we only get the starting balance once. So I'm going to come over here, look for my starting balance, and it is a deposit that went into my account. So I'm going to type that it's $600. And when I click off the box, it will factor in my balance as a positive $600. And I'm going to just continue through my sheet and put in all the information. So my monthly wage, again, I'm just going to put today's date, and it was $2,900. Now, it was a monthly salary. Normally people are paid bi-weekly, so that means every other week, and so that would be half of this amount. But I'm just saying for the course of the month, I was paid that much money, and that's what you would put down as well. All right, so it added my to my balance, and so you can see my new balance down below. And every time I put in a number, this should change. So now I have all my deposits. Now I'm going to my withdrawals. This is the money that I've spent, or it's coming out of my account. Notice that there's a negative sign there to subtract the amount from my positive balance. If you end up deleting that negative sign, just type it back in on your keyboard. It's the key that follows the 0 on the top part of the keyboard. Okay, so let's start filling in our withdrawals. So my car down payment, and it's a one-time payment, I am going to put in today's date, was the 23rd. Double click so I can kind of keep my negative sign there, and I'm going to type my withdrawal of $1,300. You'll notice that my money now has gone down. It subtracted $1,300 from my overall balance of $3,500 to give me a remaining balance of $2,200. And you can always double check on a calculator as well if you feel the need to. So 3,500 minus 1,300, because that was my card payment, gave me my remaining balance. And just do that for all the way down. Okay? All right, so I'm done putting in all my withdrawals for the month, and I'm down at the checking fee. So normally when you have checks made, sometimes they'll give you so many that are free, and then after some period, then you have to actually pay for your checks. So each check is worth 20 cents. We wrote 9 checks, right? That's checks that we wrote in our slides previously. So if you do 9 times 20 cents, it gives you $1.80. So you have to pay $1.80 for all of those 9 checks in total. Now, if you notice, I actually went into debt on my first month because I bought a little bit more than I really should have. But I know on my next month when I get paid again, I will not have to worry about my down payments for my car or my furniture because they were a one-time payment. And I was only in debt for about $40. So that's not horrible. So if I really wanted to fix that, I know I could probably cut back on some of my grocery items. Maybe not have steak, or maybe I don't go eat out because when I had Moose's Tooth or Olive Garden, I ended up spending about $40 when I could have used some of the grocery items that I purchased and hadn't completely finished. So I could go back and fix that if I so wished. You will not be docked any points for being in a low ball debt, meaning anything under 100 is really good because you should be able to pull yourself out the next month. If you're able to pull yourself out the next month, you're perfectly fine. So I ended up with negative $39.86. A bank would not allow that, but we are just seeing this as a scenario. Go ahead and go on to the second month tab and notice right up here where it says what was your remaining balance from the first month. This is where you're going to include what you just had. So I was in negative $39.86. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and basically do what I just did and fill out my sheet. So starting off right here, I'm going to insert my my monthly wage again, which was $2,900. You notice over here, my account fixes itself and shows me I now have a positive $2,860 in my account. Now I'm just going to go down and pay my regular monthly accounts. All right, I am finished inputting all my withdrawals. And at the end of my second month, and I did adjust this to pretend I was in the second month, so it would have been May, since my last month was April, I did end up with a positive balance. So this is when I could start putting money towards savings or using it for other things like entertainment. Now that I am done with some of my big down payments, I have a little extra money to end up spending on other items of need or want. Highly recommend you always put in at least a third or more of your savings or your money into your savings. Okay, so now I need to finish my slides. Go back to the slide that talked about the balance sheets. And it asks for what is your remaining amount for month 1 and month 2. So I'm currently on my month 2 slide. And so I'm going to put in my information there. I had $930.28 left over at the end of the second month. And at the end of the first month, I was in debt negative $39.86. Okay, so I don't need to record this on any other slide at the time. I'm going to scroll down to my next one and complete that.